It's going to be tagging machines here. Get people rocking and rolling.
Heck yeah. Yep, I'm pulling up right now.
Yep, there we go. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, look, Daniel Klump is live.
Yes, I know that guy. He's pretty swell.
He's swell.
All right, guys. As we get rolling here, welcome to the almost called it something else. Welcome to Focus Friday, my friends. Good to see you guys here, and good to have my partner in crime over here, the ksnyder.com in the house representing, or we can just call you Kirsty, but welcome. Hey, good to see you. How are you this morning? And are you fired and excited for all things SHG and where we're headed?
Heck
in the summertime here?
Duh, man. Duh. We got some things coming up the pipe, you guys, that y'all should be super excited for. So yes, you should be stoked. Yes, you should be feeling it, because it's going to directly impact you if you let it. So for those of you who are catching the replay, you don't see the red live button in the corner. Obviously, 5 of you on right now, it's live. You can see that. But for those of you who catch later on who are not here on the 24th, make sure to hashtag replay in the comments for us, and then be intentionally present. So if we ask something, if you have a thought, if you have a question, put it in the comments so that we can help, okay? But be intentionally live, intentionally present, participate just if you're chilling with us right now, okay? Same question back to you though, Daniel. What makes you excited? What makes you pumped up?
Oh man, well, you know what? We kind of got the event and some other things that we were working on behind the scenes out of the way. And don't get me wrong, like events are great. I love events, like really enjoy them. I like traveling to them. I like being there and networking, which we'll kind of talk about today a little bit. But we, like, now that stuff is behind us, we can just kind of focus on growth. And that's really something that I'm really, really looking forward to. As a matter of fact, I'll give you guys a little insight. Yesterday, I was going back and forth with, you guys know Jeb Tyler. He's one of the leaders in this company. And, he does a lot of the corporate training calls. And then I was in a 3-way text with Jeb and Steve, the CEO, yesterday. And we were talking about making improvements in different areas and stuff like that. And then after that, Jeb and I got on the phone on the side, and, he had stated, there's nothing new coming out as far as like, there's no new, commission change. There's no new structure to this or that. There's no new like website overhauls. There's no really new nothing coming anytime soon. And the only thing that we're focused on as leaders and as a company from really now until the next event, which again, we'll talk about in a little bit, the only thing that we're focused on is growth.
Yep.
And that's what has me excited for, like, kind of turning this corner right now, heading into the summertime. And let's just be super, super real here. The summertime, AKA the dog days of summer, is a really slow time in, say, like network marketing or even affiliate marketing. It's just a really slow time. But I can tell you right now, and I can promise you with assurance from proof, is that over the years, what I've seen is that the folks that hustle and hunker down now are the ones that reap the reward and reap the harvest in the fall.
Totally.
Because the fall is the best time of the year. But the folks that, and you guys can tell, I mean, if you just look at, the attendance on the live right now, if you look at kind of like just the activity in the group, but it's not just us. It's not just Savings Highway. It's not just our team. This is everywhere across the board. And I've seen this in other Facebook groups. I've seen this in other businesses, again, over the years. It's just a slow time of year. The kids are home from school now, most of them, depending on your location. And it's just, there's the summer vacations, the parents are kind of distracted and doing other things. And it is what it is. It's just a slow time of year. But the folks that put in that hustle and focus, just like I said earlier, and focus on the dog days and getting down to it and grinding and just focusing on growth between now and the next event, you guys are going to be the ones that get out there and really reap that harvest and build your teams and grow. And, I want to give a shout out really quick to a couple of folks that are literally living that right now. As a matter of fact, I want to tag 2 of them right now. Janet and Katie, because I just did a post the other day, and executives, boom, boom, boom. So shout out to Janet Legier and Katie Bartnett, because both of them in the last, was it now like 36 hours, both of them just went executive, which executive is no small feat. I mean, that's 10 personals or more. And they both went titanium executive, which, how awesome is that? So,
Heck yeah.
They are hustling and grinding right now. They're not waiting for the fall. They're not waiting for, special things to happen. And I can tell you, I'll give you a little bit of a hint. We are working on some things behind the scenes for our funnel, our team pages, and a new funnel in VSL that we're working on. But I don't want to put that cart too before the horse right now, because I just want to focus on growth. I just want to focus on building, bringing new members onto our team, and getting out there and crushing it. And, we're going to focus on that. And you guys are going to hear a little bit more about that, but we're going to focus on that as we get into July. And we're only, let's just call it what it is. We're really only going to be working with the people that want it. So if you're going to sit back and hold your hand out and look for free handouts and ask me if the rotator's working and say like, oh, how many sales, and like we're going to work with the people that want it, not the people that are just sitting back and holding their hand out. And you guys are going to hear more about that as we get into next week. But yes, to answer your question, Kirsty, that's what has me fired up and excited.
Heck yeah. Circle back around.
Yes. Yeah, there you go.
No, I couldn't agree more. If you guys heard that, okay, all 13 of you on live right now, I think I'm technically one of them. So dozen of you on right now. If you guys heard what Daniel just said, okay, this is not a tactic for fear of missing out. This is specific to, we are only going to be working with those who want it. And when you guys pay attention on Monday next week, when you pay attention on Teachable Tuesday, especially, I don't know, you might want to be there. You might want to pay attention, because if you're in it to win it, it will be very obvious why you're the one reaping in the harvest, right? You're planting the seeds now, and come fall, you're like rolling in the dough. There's going to be a rhyme and reason for that. So you've got to take it seriously. When we say pay attention, we're like, yo, pay attention. So the dozen of you on right now, put in the comments who's in it to win it. Admit it in the comments right now, because if you are here to cheerlead, sure, you might be part of the people. You might be part of the people who we help specifically with something we've never done before. Or you're just going to continue being a cheerleader. You'll show up to the trainings and you'll be like, woohoo, check the box. I feel so inspired. And then you don't do anything. Okay. I was chatting with Kelly Cagle yesterday, and something that we discovered in our conversation was, instead of treating information online, how to do something, your SHG business in general, instead of researching and retaining the info like you are in college, you got to take the test. Once the test is done, you're like, oh, I'm good, right? No, you got to treat this like your job. You got to treat it like your job. If your boss came to you, Jamie, Jason, Rachel, Cody, Kelly, whoever has commented recently, Anthony, good to see you. If your boss came to you, Anthony, your boss came to you, Rachel, whoever, and said, we have a meeting today at noon Eastern, you think you'd show up? Yes. What I want you to do is treat SHG just like your job, as if every day at 3 p.m. when you get off work, you have no choice but to send out emails. You have no choice but to go live on Facebook. You have no choice but to produce content that converts, or to send 10 direct messages, whatever it is. If you showed up like you needed it, just the same as if you'd be fired if you don't show up to a meeting for your boss, I don't know, maybe you'd be reaping more success right now. So in talking with Kelly, rather than treating it like college and you're just retaining the information, you're just on this Focus Friday just to get amped up and fired up and whatever, go execute as if it's your job, not college, and you're just learning. You're not learning jack until you do it. Put that in the comments, all 19 of you. I don't learn jack until I do it. Right? You guys feel me? Okay, take it away, Daniel. That's all I got right now.
True story. So guys, we're going to have some things coming up next week, and we're going to be rolling out something that we're going to be doing in the month of July, and kind of literally what we've been saying and kind of hinting at here is we're not going to open this up to everybody. All right. We're not going to open this up to the entire, like we would normally do a Teachable Tuesday. And like we've been doing Teachable Tuesdays really since March. Has it been? I don't even, March, April, whenever we started doing Teachable Tuesdays, we're not going to open it up. We're not going to open it up to everybody. And the reason for it is this, and it's, let's again, be super, super real. We have well over 700 members in this group, but when we do a Teachable Tuesday, we don't even get 10% of that on there, so you guys know your time is super valuable and our time is super valuable. So if we're going to invest our time into a teaching, a training, helping people get to that next level in their business, the way that network marketing works and the way that this industry works, it's always the 80-20 rule, or even the 90-10. 90% of your results on your team are going to come from about 10% of the people.
Yep.
So we're going to invest into that 10%. We're going to invest into that 10 to 20% and the people that actually want it. So what you guys are going to see not starting next week, we're going to kind of roll it out next week. But what you guys are going to see once we get into July is when we go to do a Teachable Tuesday, it's not going to be in the Facebook group. You might be looking for it, be like, where's Teachable Tuesday? And that's where, again, just to keep it real and call it what it is, that's where you need to stay plugged in. You need to, by the way, I'm going to go get the link for you guys just to be sure. You need to stay plugged in. You need to stay on our team email list and pay attention to what's going on, because that's where we're going to communicate things.
Right.
And again, when you look at, we've shared this so many times, there's over 700 plus people in this Facebook group, and there's about 80 people on the team email list. That's 10%.
Interesting. Right.
Like numbers don't lie. Numbers don't lie. Like, again, sit there and debate it all you want, but over 700 plus people in the group and only 80 people on the team email list. Oh, not even, I think it's 79 to be exact. So that's 10%, but that's the 10% that are on it want that information.
Right.
So that's who we're going to be communicating to. And when we do roll out a Zoom training and we're doing it in July, we're going to be doing it with a much tighter group. And instead of us just being on screen and teaching, showing you guys over the shoulder, you guys are going to be on screen with us. Okay. It's going to, number one, you're going to have to register for it. You're going to have to register for the training. Number two, you're going to have to show up, and then you're going to have to participate. Okay. So we're going to be working exclusively with the people in the Zoom room only. We're not going to broadcast it live to the group, because we're going to focus on you and the people that actually want it. We're going to be working with you, answering your questions. We're going to be talking about what's working right now, like Facebook Reels and YouTube, and
how to do it. Not just talk about it, but actually how to do it.
Yep.
So I don't know, maybe you should pay attention.
Yeah, I mean, 100%, because, and that's why I got into a little bit of this past Tuesday, or really the past 2 Tuesdays with YouTube, specifically showing you guys, over the shoulder, hey, this is how you upload a video. This is how you change the title. This is how you save it to your computer. This is how you upload it to YouTube. This is how you fill out the description. Okay. That's why we're doing that stuff. And we're going to be doing more of that. We're going to be doing even more of that as we get going into, I guess we'll call it the summer sizzle here, into the dog days. We're going to call it the summer sizzle. And as we get into that, we're going to be doing more of, I don't want to call it like that hand holding, but really just that step-by-step, play-by-play of how to do and specifically what to do. So you guys can get out there and literally go do it. And again, doing what's working right now.
Right.
But the whole point here, guys, is we're only going to be doing that with the people that want it. So you might say like, hey, I want to do it too. I want to be part of that, whatever. But the proof is going to come in whether you show up or not.
Right.
And once we roll into July, we're going to be doing exclusive Zoom trainings for the people that want it. And if you show up, great. If you don't, then you know where you stand.
Sorry. Right.
Yeah. You know where you stand. And, you know, it's anyone could show up on a Focus Friday or a Teachable Tuesday or a Mindset Monday. Anyone could show up on the lives that we do and be like, oh, me, I want results. But it's all going to come down to whether you show up or not.
Are you talking or are you walking? That's the biggest thing.
I just dropped down in the comments below. I just dropped the link for our team email list. If you're not on it, please go get on it. So that way you can stay in the know with what's going on. So when we roll out, and by the way, here's a hint, when we roll out the specific Teachable Tuesday Zoom meetings if you guys want that Zoom link, you guys are going to have to be in communication on our team email list.
Yep.
We're not going to post the in the group. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. I don't know. But like,
we'll record them. Maybe we won't. I mean,
you gotta get to the Zoom registration for when we roll it out. You got to get registered. And then more importantly, you guys got to show up. So that's what's going to happen.
Again, who's in it to win it? I got to hear it. Well, I got to read it. Hear it in
that's
the
what's
comments.
going to happen when we get into July. We're going to be focusing on, there's going to be a summer sizzle. We're going to literally hunker down and we're going to go after it harder, faster, and better than we ever have, because we've been around. Those of us that have been around, we know that the results that we get in the fall come from the seeds that we plant now.
Right.
And we're going to be doing that. We're going to be focusing on that with the people that want it versus the people that are like, keep coming up with the excuse. Oh, I can't, I really want to, I need to, blah. Like, we're going to be
I'll get on it. No, you are on it. Not I will.
So
you do.
It's going to come down to you either show up or you don't. So let's, Kirsty, let's swing around here for a second. I want to talk about the event. The next event, guys, by the way, if you guys go to your dashboard and you guys click on the big orange button right on your dashboard, you guys can go get tickets for the next event. It's going to be in Atlanta, again, October 8th, same hotel, same everything, keeping it easy. And it's going to be October 8th. There's going to be another event. It's going to be even better, even more epic. And yes, well aware, we had some opportunities with the audio and the video and all that other stuff. But I can assure you that talking on the back end, those things are 1000% going to be fixed the next go around. That was heavily discussed already with the committee, the people that were helping put everything together. But we can assure you 1000% the next event is just going to be epic and awesome. And many of you guys have already bought your tickets. So you guys can go do that now. I would strongly suggest that, like, do yourself a favor. Like, even if you don't know if you can go,
get a ticket.
Just go get a ticket.
Yep.
Go get a ticket. It's literally what, like $39 right now? I think it is. Like,
at the discount.
If they use the code. Whatever. Do you remember what the code was?
Crap. What is the code?
There is a discount code in there.
There is a code. Hold on. My success.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
My success.
Let me go.
No caps or anything, just my success.
Yeah, let me
make sure that works though. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Yeah, let me go check it out right now. I'll actually go to here and type it in. So yeah, I'm on the site right now. Oh yeah, normally 97. We can go through. I'm going to type in my success, apply coupon, see if that works. Yep, there it is. There it is right there. So I'll even show you guys. So I just did it. So again, you guys can go to your main dashboard. You guys see this big orange button, get your Millionaire Mindset tickets. Even though, yes, it says June 18th, they're going to update that. And then once you actually go to here, you guys see this? It says October 8th. Okay, October 8th. And notice this. 2 tickets. You get 2 tickets. You put in the code, and the code is my success. So you put that in right here, although I already put it in. I'm just going to type it in again. Type in my success, and then you guys can see the discount right here. $58 off. So you get 2 tickets for $39. 2 tickets for $39. So
you can't even do that at the movies, you guys.
No.
I mean, go get a ticket, even if you haven't had the plan yet for how you can get there. You don't have a hotel, nothing like that. Go commit and figure it out.
Yeah, it's one of the best things you can do, because like whether you think you're going to be able to pull it off or not, I mean, start that here's what happens is anytime we start rolling an event out, that's when like the excuse train starts coming out and people say, well, like, oh, money, time, kids, blah, and it's like all the excuses come out. Like, I want you to think about like what it would do for you and your business if you actually went, and start thinking about, instead of like thinking about like, I can't afford to go, like you think about, flip it around and think like, I can't afford not to go.
I can't afford not to go.
Yeah. Cause ask the people that were there, like Brogan and Isabella and Art and Jamie and Kelly and the many others that were on our team. Carl, ask everybody that was there if they got value from that, and would they go again? And I know it's a resounding yes, without even talking to them, without even asking them. So, Kirsty, let me ask you, what would you say, what was your biggest takeaway from Saturday's event? What do you feel for you yourself? What do you think that biggest takeaway is?
Wow. That's a loaded question. Great.
Yes and no.
Let me think.
Jamie just commented it was life-changing. Kelly says must go, tons of value in nuggets. Of course. Yep.
Wow. Okay. So let's answer it specific to like collaboration, not necessarily a marketing strategy. Okay. Marketing strategies matter, but the only reason the marketing strategy matters is because you have the right mindset first, right? So my biggest nugget, all in all, aside from all the truth bombs we all said and, marketing tips and tricks, things like that, is when you're around like-minded people, your vibration increases.
Hell yeah.
So being in a room with people who make 5-6 figures a month, that's a big deal. You're rubbing shoulders with people who have what you desire to have, and you get to pick their brain.
Yep.
You get to be there. You get to witness it, experience it. And you don't get to do that on Zoom. It doesn't happen that way,
Yep.
What was yours, Daniel?
I'll give 2 examples. Like one of my favorite things, like almost ever when it comes to marketing, I love being on stage I love being able to impact people in a positive way.
Right.
So for me, one of the things that I really enjoyed, it kind of goes without saying, but to be able to like meet your team in person is super, super cool. To be able to like, meet in the flesh and be like, hey, and just have some of those masterminding sessions, like outside, like when we're out to lunch or dinner or whatever, like those are awesome.
Yep.
One of my personal favorite things is when I can be on stage and all I try to do, and you guys know this for me, all I try to do is keep it about as real as humanly possible. And then when I have people come up to me, people that I don't know, people that I've never met before, people that like have maybe like, and I had so many people come up and be like, oh, I saw your YouTube video this, I saw your YouTube video that, oh, I've been watching you for years, or, oh, hey, this video really did whatever. But like when I was up there and I shared my story, and for those of you guys that saw it know that I got really real, when I had people come up to me afterwards and thank me and literally hug me,
right?
People that I don't even know,
people holding hands, like, yeah,
me and hugged me and said, oh my God, like you really got to me. Your words spoke to me. Like for me, that makes it all worth it. The other part, so that's one angle. Another angle is I love the conversations that happen outside of the event.
Yes.
Where it was like Saturday night, we're hanging out down in the lobby at like 11 at night. The event's like over technically, and we're there and we're hanging out. And it was like me, you, Brogan, Jamie, and a lot
of the leaders,
and then
like our CEO,
some of the bigger leaders from Savings Highway. So you got Jeb, you got Bill Constane, you had I think it was Derek Kennedy or Derek Taylor. I was confused the two. And then and Steve Gresham, the CEO. And we're sitting there and we're all like masterminding different ideas and ways to help increase retention and get more people to take more action. And like, those are the conversations that like, you can't put a price tag on.
You can't.
And you don't get that in a Zoom. You don't get that when you're texting back and forth. Like, you get that when you show up live. And I love one thing. There was one super cool thing that happened that I thought was really awesome. And that was, I remember Jamie Douglas, who's here on the Zoom now. She was talking to, I believe, Steve, and I think Jeb as well, but she was talking to Steve about some form, and Jamie, correct me in the comments here if I get this right, but she said something about marketing in a video, whatever, and pulling Steve in, and Steve kind of put his arm around her and said, yeah, anything you need, you let me know. Like, where else are you going to get that sort of level of support?
Right.
And, from the CEO and top leaders where, they're like, we're here for you. And those things, they don't happen by accident. It happens because, like you talked about for yourself, Kirsty, like, it happens because of design, and it happens because you showed up and you put the effort in to go and show up and be there. And if you're watching on a Zoom, like, you're just not, you don't get that. So those for me were two super huge takeaways to kind of see that in progress, see that happen to Jamie, to be able to, be on stage, to see you like absolutely like crush it and kill it. And I remember I said this earlier in the week where there was kind of like I call it like a magical moment when the two people that went on before you, like, there was a lot of like quiet room talk and everything. And like people like doing the whisper to themselves, and then you get up there and it's like, you just commanded the stage and you commanded the room, and it was just like crickets. And then at one point, like halfway through, I'm standing up against the back wall, and Brogan, your husband, and we're both standing up against the back wall. And I just lean over to him and I said, dude, she is owning the room. And he's like, I know. And it was so cool. It was such a cool moment because like, you were just up there, like commanding the audience, and to be able to see that live. And like, those of you guys that watched the Zoom at home or whatever, like you just like, you don't get to feel that. You don't get to be in the room and feel that. And when you're in there, it's just, it's a different situation. It's a different feeling. It's something that you can't experience that from home. You just can't.
It's such a different vibe. And you guys know, we talk all the time about mindset, right? That's like my milk and butter. I always go back to it. The reason it shifts your vibe, the reason that's important is because when your vibe is different, when you think and feel different, your thoughts and feelings turn into what, guys? Your behavior. When your behavior changes towards your business, how you act gives you your results. So when you're in the vibe, collaborating with people who have what you have, someone you'd switch places with, someone who inspires you collaboratively, game over. I mean, it's not just being at the event to be like, yay, the vibe was so great and it was so energetic and it was great meeting people and being there and taking notes. Like, yes. But when you're with people, especially within our team, because we have such masterminding going on right now, when you feel that vibe and then you know how to carry it through to October with the next event, your business will explode, which is why we're taking people in July. Are you going to be one of them? We're going to take people by the hand and say, this is what we're going to do, rather than you just showing up and cheerleading on a video like this. We're going to make it exclusive, just like it was pretty exclusive at the event. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
No more sleep. Exactly, Jamie.
Yeah. And that's what it comes down to. It's like, it's that, see if I can say this word right, but it's that exclusivity that we're going to be offering, just like the people that put in the effort to actually get to the event. Right. We're going to give our time and put in the effort to the people that actually show up on the Zooms for the month of July. Right. Because, why are we going to spend time and effort and energy working on the 80% that's literally just distracted
Nothing.
by other stuff.
Right.
You know, why
Yep.
would we put our energy into that when we could put our energy into the 10 and 20% of the people that want it? They want
Right.
that knowledge. They want those, whatever, they want to get their questions answered. That's where we're going to focus our time and attention, and not on, it's like, you know, Kiersey, you say this all the time. It's like when you talk to everyone, you talk to no one.
Right.
We're
See
gonna
how
be,
that translates here.
we're gonna, hey, right, like we're gonna be applying that here with you and your training and education, but we're not going to be like a typical Tuesday or even a Focus Friday, what we're doing right now. We're not going to be talking to everyone. We're going to talk to a select group of people. So that's, if you guys want to know, like, that's kind of what we're hinting at. And that's what July is going to be all about. So you guys got, all I can say right now is get ready. And here's what I would encourage you guys to do in gearing up for the month of July. I would start time blocking now. Those of you guys that want it. And again, I'm just going to give you guys the information. You guys can do with it what you want. I would start gearing up now. I would start looking at your schedule in the month of July. I would start time blocking and figure out when you can work your business. If you have a significant other, a spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever at home, if you have kids and you got to work around, you got to work around other people's needs, then start that process now.
Right.
Don't wait for July to be here. Don't wait for us to say, hey, we got a training tonight. And you're going to be like, crap, how am I going to get on that? What am I going to, oh man, I'm not going to make it. Crap. You know, oh, well.
Would you show up if your boss said, hey, we have a meeting today at 3, or would you be like, I'm not in the mood. I'd rather be at dinner. No, thanks. No, you wouldn't. That's what we mean by treat your SHG business like your job. Show up as if you don't get your paycheck, because literally you don't. Show up like it's your job. Take it way more seriously, and then you'll be paid like a business owner instead of wishing you had more and you're like, oh no, why? You do know why you didn't show up. But it's more than just showing up to cheerlead. The people who we bring into, which could be you, right? When you take action and you register and you're there for Teachable Tuesday exclusive on Zoom, not on Facebook, you will be the top 20%. You will have more success with SHG because you're taking it seriously now, not waiting for someone to kind of tell you what to do. No, you're going to be collaborating with what is working live, intimately, like this, being able to see each other instead of just commenting kind of nonchalant on Facebook. Okay. You take it way more seriously.
Yeah. So I would be planning that stuff out now. And then what I might even be doing is start to figure out, like, okay, well, start identifying what areas you want to be marketing in. So if it's Facebook, because like, as an example, like, don't wait for us to tell you. Don't sit around and wait. Like, we're not going to give you some magic secret mystery formula. Like, oh, did you know that if you post on Snapchat, your business is going to explode? Like, no, we're not going to tell you that. Like, have an idea of, and the information's already out there, by the way. So you look at the daily disciplines, you know, we talk about TikTok and Instagram and Facebook Reels and YouTube. Well, guess what? What are we going to be talking about when we get into July? Well, it's kind of right there. So, like, figure out what areas you want to focus on. Start carving that stuff out now. Look at what you're doing. Like, are you giving it your all? Are you putting everything into your business that you possibly can? Are you running traffic? If you're not, maybe for the month of July, maybe you want to run traffic. Maybe you want to, give yourself a 30-day blitz of giving it your all, working side by side with us and literally going after it faster, harder, and better than you ever have before. You could do that. You could time block it all out. You could figure out what avenues you want to go down. You could figure out, hey, I'm going to figure out how to go after this better than I have before. Or you could just come up with all the reasons why you can't.
Right.
So that's where we're going to be focused in July. The question is,
are you going to be part of it? Right. Exactly. All 17 of you, put this in the comments right now. Everyone starts at 0. It's my choice if I stay there. Put that in the comments right now. Because for you to figure out YouTube, for you to figure out how to get there on our Zoom trainings, all of that. Is it your choice if you stay where you are? Yeah. If you look at your life a month, a year from now, and you're in the same finances, you're in the same stupid 9-to-5 job, you're in the same having to ask permission for days off from your boss, you're in the same health, you're in the same relationships, nothing ever increases. Are you okay with that? To be honest, if you are and you're like, oh, but I make enough and my relationships are fine, no need to improve. Cool. You're not a fit. Honestly, that's just the truth of it. But if you're a person who's like, no, I do want to increase financially, I do want to have better relationships, I do want to enhance my health, I do want to have walkaway income, and it ticks you off being in the same place a month, a year, 10 years from now, you got to get there and you need to take it seriously. No more cheerleading, no more saying you will do it, more of get off this video now on Focus Friday and go do the thing. Just the same as if your boss said, hey, we have a meeting at 1 p.m. Eastern today. Do you think you'd show up? Yeah, because you'd be fired if not. Now, obviously, we're not going to fire you from SHG. That's up to you. It's your business. But if you treat it like that, game over. I mean, you would have so much more success in better ways. And right now, maybe your head's in your butt and you know it,
One sec.
You're good.
I got to jump on another call right after this. Day in the life of, here we go.
Right.
All right, listen, guys, we're going to wrap it up. So stay tuned. Next week, we're going to be rolling out some more information, but plain and simple, man, we're going to be gearing up in when the average person is gearing down and they're winding down and chilling into summer, sitting out by the pool, sipping rosé and just kicking back while they're gearing down, we're going to be gearing up. So you guys got to make a decision. Are you in it to win it, or are you on the excuse train? Where are you? And you guys could either run right alongside us, or you could have somebody run right by you. It's totally up to you. So we're going to be getting you guys all the info and the details next week. And again, what I would strongly suggest is you guys get out there and go get an event ticket now. Use that code MySuccess. So it goes from $97 down to $39. And again, you're going to get 2 tickets, 2. So it could be for you and a spouse, you and a significant other, you and a guest, whatever. You guys could partner up, and it could be for 2 people here in this group. Maybe you guys split a room, do whatever, save on money, discounted hotel rooms, whatever. Maybe you guys get an Airbnb. I know there's a handful of people that rented an Airbnb about a mile from there, and there's like 5 of them staying there. So like options are endless, guys. You guys could, again, either A, go create that result, or B, just keep coming up with excuses, but go get an event ticket now and figure out between now and October how you're going to make it happen, but just force yourself to do it. That's how you're going to truly get the most out of your business. And you're going to be able to do everything that we talked about. You're going to get to meet many people in person. It's going to be epic, life-changing. You saw the comments from Kelly and Isabella and Jamie and Carl and everybody else that have been to these events. It's your call. It's your choice. Other than that, you guys have an awesome weekend, and we will see you next week. Anything else?
Nah, we're good.
All right.
Go crush it.
Later,
see you guys soon. Bye.